Hi, first graders. I'm so excited to kick off our read aloud that goes with our rainforest unit that we have begun. Magic Tree House, Afternoon on the Amazon. I hope that you've gotten yourself a copy of this so you can follow along with me. If you have not, this is online at the Carmel Clay Public Library. There's some electronic copies that your families can borrow. This is also available on Amazon. We're going to be reading this throughout the study of the Amazon. So I'm going to do a little sneak peek with this book before we dive into it together. And we know that good readers always take a sneak peek. They look at the cover. They make some predictions about what might be happening. So I'm looking at the cover here and I see a boy and a girl. I know that this is Jack and Annie from reading other Magic Tree House books. They are the main characters in this series. If you haven't read Magic Tree House before, it is a series. That's why there's a number 6 here on the cover. It is the 6th book in the series. So Jack and Annie are in the Amazon. I'm noticing a lot of things about the setting, the Amazon. I'm noticing a crocodile near their boat. I'm noticing a big tree in the background. Looks very tropical. I'm noticing a parrot. I'm noticing a monkey over here to the side. So I'm noticing some things about the setting just from looking at the cover. When I turn to the back, because we know that that's something that good readers do too, we can take a little preview together by reading what the author has written to get us excited about this book. Okay, if you have this book, follow along with me now as I read the back of the book. Jack and Annie are on the run. When the Magic Tree House whisks them to the Amazon River, they dodge killer ants and vampire bats. It's not long before they get hopelessly lost. Will they be able to find their way back to the tree house? Or are Jack and Annie stuck in the rainforest forever? Well, that definitely makes me want to read and see what's going to happen to Jack and Annie. I hope they aren't stuck in the Amazon forever. When I open it up to the inside, I notice the table of contents. There are 10 chapters in this book. The first chapter is called Where's Peanut? So I'm already kind of wondering, who's Peanut? So I'm going to read chapter 1 with you now. If you have this book, go ahead and follow along. This first part here is called the prologue. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you as well before we dive into chapter 1. The prologue of a book is written, it kind of gives you a sneak peek into what has happened before. So it helps you understand what's getting ready to happen in the action of the book. Okay, so prologue, this is page 1 if you have a copy. One summer day in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, a mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods. 8-year-old Jack and his 7-year-old sister Annie climbed into the treehouse. They found it filled with books. Jack and Annie soon discovered that the treehouse was magical. It could take them to places in the books. All they had to do was to point to a picture and wish to go there. Jack and Annie visited the times of dinosaurs, knights, pyramids, pirates, and ninjas. Along the way, they discovered that the treehouse belongs to Morgan Le Fay. Morgan is a magical librarian from the time of King Arthur. She travels through time and space gathering books. In their last adventure, Night of the Ninjas, Jack and Annie learned that Morgan was under a spell. To free her, Jack and Annie have to find 4 special things. In old Japan, they found the first thing, a moonstone. Now Jack and Annie are about to set out in search of the second thing, an afternoon on the Amazon. Chapter 1, Where's Peanut? Hurry, Jack, shouted Annie. Annie ran into the Frog Creek woods. Jack followed her. It's still here, Annie called. Jack caught up with Annie. She stood beside a tall oak tree. Jack looked up. The Magic Tree House was shining in the afternoon sunlight. We're coming, Peanut, Annie called. She grabbed the rope ladder and started up. Jack followed. They climbed and climbed. Finally, they climbed into the treehouse. Peanut? Said Annie. Jack took off his backpack. He looked around. Sunlight slanted across a stack of books. Books about ninjas, pirates, mummies, knights, and dinosaurs. The letter M shimmered on the wooden floor. M for Morgan Le Fay. I don't think Peanut's here, said Jack. I wonder where she is, said Annie. How do you know Peanut's a she? Asked Jack. I just know it, said Annie. Oh, brother, said Jack. Squeak! Annie laughed. Look, Jack, a small pink sock was moving across the floor. Yesterday, Annie had turned her sock into a bed for Peanut. So we know Peanut has to be small enough that it can fit inside a sock, right? I'm predicting that Peanut must be like a small mouse. Annie picked up the tiny lump. Squeak! Yep, definitely looks like a mouse there inside the sock. A brown and white mouse peeked out of the sock. She looked from Annie to Jack with her big eyes. Jack laughed. Hi, Peanut, he said. Will you help us again today? Asked Annie. In old Japan, Peanut had helped them when they'd gotten lost. We have to find 3 more things for Morgan, said Annie. Jack pushed his glasses into place. First, we have to find a clue that tells us where to begin, he said. Guess what, said Annie. What, said Jack. We don't have to look very far. She pointed at the corner of the treehouse. In the shadows was an open book. So, friends, in chapter 1, we have been introduced to Jack and Annie. We have been introduced to the tree house that has the magical books inside. And we have found out that Peanut had helped them on a previous adventure that they had had. And now they're going to have to find 3 more things for Morgan Le Fay. So tune in tomorrow as we read chapter 2 together.